Listen, I respect and love all black men. All of us are suffering the psychological residuals of slavery. So I will speak and greet my brother even if he is not with an African woman. But I cannot respect him politically, and I cannot trust him in the community, because when you marry a woman, you marry her family, you marry her community, you marry her culture, you marry her race. When you marry a white woman, you are investing in white supremacy. There is no way you can stand with black people when you sleep with white folk. There is no way you can care as much about our issues as you need to when you have to be concerned about what your wife and her white family thinks about our agenda. It is a contradiction, period. Baby, I just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you. I love you. Can't wait to see you tonight. In fact, I'll be home about 8 o'clock. Find a restaurant that don't close till 10. I want to take you to dinner. All right? I love you. That's it. Y'all not ready for what we about to do. Y'all not ready for this. Y'all not ready for this. You have no idea. You have no idea what's about to happen in about a year's time. Like, oh shit. What she mean by that?
Look at me, bitch. I got a question. Pussy, look at me.
White people never forgive black folks for doing better than them because they have white man's burden, white woman's burden. They must always appear greater. They must always appear better. Always, it's the burden. They're not superior. So it's a burden because you have to constantly make it look like you're better when you're not. The burden of white supremacy. Shout out to the Crip and the Blood brothers who've been hitting me up. Shout out to the Crip family and the Blood family. I'm not even going to call them gangs because everybody not on that gang banging. Some of them are there to build community. A lot of those brothers in the Crips and in the gangs are there to build community. So I'm calling it the Crip family and the Blood family. I got brothers and sisters in both of those families who rock hard with the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Whenever I'm over there, they hit me up and say, Doc, if you get any beef out here, this is the number you call. Just say the word and we got you. And we got you. You don't listen. And I've told you that every white person has a black pet project. They always find some one individual black person to give their attention to. They always find some one individual black issue to give their attention to while totally ignoring the systemic nature of white racism, white discrimination, white bias, white inequality. Let me say it again. Come on, y'all. You ain't got to be a rocket scientist. You ain't got to be a rocket scientist. Oh, you don't want to? Oh, you don't want to tell? You don't want to? You better call. I'm gonna call. Pa, can we toast to that? You don't want to be me. This is a hard job. You might see the benefits, but you don't see the detriments. It's work involved in this. The only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace. Baby, baby.
Europe is Western Asia. So do you want to know why the white folks call it a continent? Because they don't have a home. And I'm not being disrespectful, because I have white people who watch the posts. Okay, although I'm always unapologetically African, but white people are not indigenous. They are not native. They are not original to any landmass. They're not original to Asia. They're not original to Africa. They're not original to Australia. They're not original to Antarctica. They're not original to Central or South America. So since white people are not native to any landmass, they had to create a continent to make it look like they have an ancestral homeland. Do you follow me? Europe is not a continent. Europe is Western Asia. It's Asia. Remember, before they called it Europe, they called it Eurasia. Remember? Before it became Europe, it was Eurasia. Eurasia. And then the white man said, we have to make it look like we have a home of our own. And they changed Eurasia to Europe and Asia. They cut Europe out of Asia to make it look like it's a continent. Europe is an artificial continent. There are only 6 continents, not 7. And I can say that in the Japanese airport because it ain't no white folks here.
Because you really do like me, but you can't say it.
Why did they just turn the lights on me? They just turned the damn lights on me. I guess they probably said we got a gangster rapper in the airport. All security to your posts.